Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today to work on some more of these pages. We made this last time, and this is going to be a video for my design team project for Mixed Media Minnesota. And this digital kit will be linked down below if you're interested. I love it. I think it goes perfect with my journals. And I've really been enjoying using this because I have hoarding problems. And using this kit, I've been able to create many different projects with it. One being a pretty gigantic project that is getting a little out of hand. I hope I'll have that ready for you guys because I think it's going to turn out really cool. But this one we're going to work on today is using, this was 2 videos ago where I showed you guys how I use up sewing pattern tissue. So that's what we're going to be working on. And let me see, I think I started one. Yeah. So let's go ahead and prepare this part of it first. So I have 2. I still need to sew this one, so we can't work on that yet. But what I am going to do first is go ahead and fold these. Oh, here it is. Okay, sorry if I was out of frame. Okay, before I continue, let me show you what I've been making that's gonna potentially go into these pages. I have been backing fabric with coffee dyed paper. I have a stack right here. And I have lace. This flips up so that you can journal underneath. And I have, I don't know if I can reach this because of my microphone. Okay, let me take this off. I have been making up some smaller tags as well. These are not sewn yet. So they're just little, I tear a piece of fabric and then I tear a piece of coffee dyed paper and then I just sew around. These still need to be sewn. Yeah. So it's a lot. But I just wanted to show you guys that. So let's go ahead and continue working on these. So I think as I work, I am going to tell you guys about this really cool thing I found. So I don't have cable. I haven't had cable TV since probably 2012 because I just started really just watching YouTube. Like all kinds of YouTube. I think I talked about it in a previous video. But I just love watching YouTube videos. And sometimes I'll have a streaming service. Like I had Netflix for a long time, and then I had Hulu. One year it was 99 cents per month for a subscription. So I was like, forget Netflix. Let me switch over to Hulu for a little bit. And I kind of like both of them. I'm not in love with both of them. I like Hulu for the older TV shows that are on there, like Brady Bunch, which is my favorite. Like, what else was there? Full House was on there. Designing Women was on there. I think Mary Tyler Moore was on there. So old TV shows. Sitcoms. That's what I really like to watch. So that's what I liked Hulu for. And then Netflix. Usually there's like one show that I want to watch on Netflix. So I'll subscribe to it, and then sometimes I'll alternate months. And I used to like Netflix because of Friends, but they took that off. But I kind of feel like streaming services they don't put the best movies on there. Like they put the movies that are kind of okay, but that you wouldn't have gone to watch in theaters. And that's why I'm such a Blockbuster fan back when Blockbuster was a thing, because they had such a good selection, and you could order different movies from other Blockbusters in the area. Or I remember ordering, I don't know if I was buying it or renting it, but the main point is that the movies were like top-notch movies there. And I just don't feel that any of the streaming services have any really top-notch movies. Like it might have one or two that kind of draws you in. Kind of like Black Friday, when it's like a really good deal at Best Buy for like one thing, and everyone goes there for that. But that's why I have never been a huge fan of streaming services. And about, I think 2 or 3 months ago, I just stopped Hulu and Netflix. And I've just been watching YouTube. I've been watching Crackle. Crackle is another streaming service, but it's free. And it has old TV shows as well. And movies. I've seen a couple good movies on there. But what I found for free was Pluto TV. Have you guys heard of that? I might have talked about that before, and told you guys that it's like TV. I mean, literally, like there's commercials, and it just plays like whatever's on that channel. You choose to watch it, or you flip the channel, basically. And so I was watching that for a while. I was watching Three's Company on there, and then I quickly watched all the episodes. So, and I also have the box set of Three's Company because I found it for a really good deal a few years ago. But so I kind of stopped watching Pluto TV. And then one day I was really bored, or I don't know why, but I saw another button that says on demand, and I clicked on it, and I discovered that Pluto TV also has like a streaming service along with the like the TV that keeps going. And I feel like there's better movies on there than were on Netflix, in my opinion. And there were some really cool old sitcoms as well that I've never seen on another streaming service. And I think they sometimes only have a couple seasons on there. But I mean, that's great. Because it's new to me. I just found it. So what I've been watching on there, I've been watching one show on there. It's Facts of Life. Season 3 and 4 are currently on there. And I've been loving it. I used to love Facts of Life. I think they were on Saturdays with Family Ties, which Pluto TV also has Family Ties on there. I watched that for a little bit. I feel like in the 90s, Facts of Life, Family Ties, and one other show were on the weekends all the time, like 2 or 3 episodes at once or something. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm really big into nostalgia and I love old shows. And the first day that I found that, I started writing down a whole bunch of movies. Let me show you guys really quick. So I made this book. It's not really a journal, it's more like a notebook. I think I'll link the video below if I remember. It's I titled it Trying Something New, I think. And I just took an old Nancy Drew book and I just there's a pocket here, but I just put a lot of pages in here for writing. And I've been making notes, like glue book notes here, glue book notes. And then I started writing down all the movies that I want to watch, and there's a lot. Like, I have so many pages that I want to watch. Pages of movies. So I can talk about what I've already watched on there in terms of movies. I watched... Let me see if I should go in order. I watched It Could Happen to You with Nicolas Cage, and I don't know the actress's name, but it was really good. I liked it. I feel like I've had a chance to watch it before, but I never did. But for whatever reason, I decided to watch it this time. And I liked it. It was enjoyable. So I started rating these movies as well. Out of 5 stars. It Could Happen to You, to me, was a 3-star. And that means it kept my interest. I wanted to find out what happened, and I enjoyed it. I don't know if I watch it again, but I really enjoyed watching it while I did. I also watched Mirrors. It's an 80s movie, and I gave that one 3 stars as well. It's very 80s, so it's kind of different from anything I've ever seen. It's about a ballerina, and it was pretty good. It kept my interest, even though it seemed a little bit low budget. I mean, not super low budget, but it was good. I gave it 3 stars. And then, alright, so I'm going to go ahead and glue in a page here. because it's going to go in like this, and this side is going to be the pocket, and this side is going to flip out, that's where I need to glue something for writing space. Just because I don't want like a stark white background. So another movie I watched was called Watermelon. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the author Marian Keyes. She has quite a few books. I bought like maybe 5 or 6 of them back in 2006 or 7, 2005 maybe. And she wrote, some of her books are, one is called Angels, one is called Last Chance Saloon. It's kind of like chick literature, chick lit. And I mean, it's decent. It's entertaining. But I read all of those books. I liked her earlier ones more. I think the first one I read was Last Chance Saloon. And then I read Watermelon, which was good as well. And I saw it on the list of movies. So I decided to watch it. And I have to say that it was not my favorite. I think the book was a lot better. And I gave that movie 2 stars. I don't think I even finished it. Maybe I finished it. See, that's how not great it was. I can't even remember if I finished it. And then another one I watched. So as you can see, I've been crafting and watching a lot of movies. Another one I watched was Hanging Up with Meg Ryan. I think it's from the 90s. And I couldn't even finish that one. I didn't like it. I love Meg Ryan movies. But for whatever reason, that one just did not do it for me. So I gave that 1 star because I didn't finish it. Now my favorite one that I watched, and this movie I have watched it before. One of my coworkers recommended it to me back in 2009. It's a very old movie. It's called The Man in the Moon. And it's set kind of, I think it's set in the 50s, maybe. But it's not distinctly 50s. It's not like extremely retro or anything like that. But Reese Witherspoon is in it, and she was a kid. It looks like she was maybe, I think her character was 14 years old, but she looks like she was younger than that. Maybe like 11 or 12. And it's a really good movie. I remember liking it back when I watched it for the first time. But this time around was great as well. Have you guys seen any of those movies? I'm going to name them again. Watermelon, Mirrors, It Could Happen to You, Hanging Up, and The Man on the Moon. I don't want to go into the plot too much of each one because, I mean, they're old movies, so it wouldn't really be like spoiling it, right? But my favorite was definitely Man on the Moon of those that I watched. And I highly recommend it, especially because we work with... Oh yeah, I think it was set in the 50s. And like I said, not too distinctly 50s, but it was subtle and it was good. The setting didn't take over the movie. There is a tragedy in there, so if you're looking for something super happy, I wouldn't say that that's something to watch, but it's not super dark or heavy either. Like it starts out really cool. It's kind of like a coming of age story. And I loved Reese Witherspoon in there. But let me know if you guys have seen any of those movies. I would love to hear your thoughts on them. And I will say my taste in movies is a little bit unique. I really like, I'm more of an independent movie kind of person, like indies. Okay, so I'm going to ink this side. I feel like I have so many projects going on that it's very discombobulated. I need to finish up these projects so that I can get going on my gargantuan project. It is a design team project for Mixed Media Minnesota, and it's really involved. I mean, not super involved, but involved for me because I've never really done this before. Hopefully I can move forward a little bit on it so I can make a video soon about it. But I hope you got some crafting done with me. I will continue working on these off camera, or maybe I'll come on again for another video. But if you have any questions below on any of this, let me know down below and I can link the video of where I made this one or where I just made the basic sewing tissue page. And if you are interested in this kit, I will have the link down below. I'm loving this kit. I'm making quite a few projects with it. But yeah, if you liked this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos. And thank you so much for watching today. Oh, and leave me comments below if you've seen any of those movies that I mentioned earlier. But thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, everyone.